This is ASMR now.
AMSR.
Oh god.
Okay. This is gonna happen every episode.
Week. 4 years.
4 years. Welcome to the Peter Palmer podcast. My name is Gloria Borger. No,
No, we have to describe what it's about every time because
Okay.
not everyone will listen to the previous one. So
Okay.
it'll be like,
All right, let's start properly. All right, ready? You go.
hello and welcome to this week's episode of the Peter Palmer podcast, where we attempt to read every issue of The Amazing Spider-Man week by week. My name is Mike, and with me is my co-host,
Sammy.
Yay. We made
Yay.
it to week 2.
We somehow made it to week barely, honestly, but
For some reason, people listened to the first episode, even though we didn't talk about Spider-Man that much.
that's okay. We talked about the films more than the comics, to be honest. So,
Should this be a film podcast?
well,
I mean, we only have 6 episodes.
yeah, true. So we're trying to milk
Oh,
it for
no.
all we can.
The Spider-Verse comic. We'll edit that out. Or will I?
Oh, will you?
Everyone yelled at me last week for not editing out any of Sammy's mistakes, but
I
I
don't
edited out
mind.
mine.
I think it's funny.
Yes.
Everyone
Everyone else didn't think so. Everyone yelled at me. All my friends.
all my friends are dead.
Push me to the edge. Before we start, I want to shout out another podcast that's doing the same thing, and I didn't realize. They're called
Whoops.
Swinging Through Spider-Man, and they do one issue a week, and they
Good
started
luck,
last
boys.
year apparently. So I'm sorry, I didn't steal your idea. I actually stole it from another guy on Twitter.
You asked for permission.
I
so-
did. I can put photo evidence into this week's YouTube version of the podcast.
Yay.
And that podcast was called The Amazing Spider-Man Man. So shout out to that guy. I forget his name. I'm sorry. I spoke to him on Twitter.
Yay.
I think his name was
Twitter.
Kieran.
Kieran.
And his
Oh my
last
God,
name's
like
hard to
that-
pronounce.
Like that character from Red Dead Redemption 2.
Lenny.
No, Lenny.
Okay,
O'Driscoll.
anything else you want to say before we start this episode?
So we went through 4 issues this week, so we'll try and get
Yes.
through them all. Starting with issue 6.
Yay.
Yay.
The Lizard. The first appearance of the Lizard.
Yes. The original Shrek.
Actually,
No?
I just remembered one more thing I want to say before we start.
Oh yeah.
We've been having issues getting this up on iTunes. I don't know why. They
Oh,
approved
yeah.
it, and they said it will be up in 2 days, and this was 4 days ago. So I don't know what's happening there.
Is it business day? No, it's Thursday. So yeah,
Yeah,
they
I
should
don't
be
know.
up by now.
I'll have to send them another request, probably.
Okay. I love bureaucracy.
But yes, issue 6,
Yay.
The Amazing Spider-Man. Did you want to start with this one?
Okay, yeah, sure. So it's like our first introduction to the Lizard, and if you're a fan of the Amazing Spider-Man movies, then you know all about the Lizard, right? No, but like,
Except this does it better.
yeah, like actually, so yeah, Peter Parker is like, Peter Palmer is like,
Probably don't play with the tape well.
oh yeah, true. Fuck.
Just gonna hear like rustling the whole time.
Should put a picture of it on like the YouTube version of the
For
podcast.
context, we've taped a microphone to a Mac stand.
Not
Because,
with gaffer tape or anything.
No, just what do you call that?
Sellotape.
Sellotape.
Yeah.
And we didn't even cut the tape.
It's like
It's still
hanging off.
dangling off it.
I'm like a cat, so I want to play with it, but I won't. Yeah, so obviously, okay, I don't know about you, and okay, so he's the Lizard, right? Like he's definitely a reptile, a lizard.
Yeah.
Crocodiles are they lizards or are they amphibians? What are they?
Oh.
Because he controls crocodiles, but like
Yeah.
technically, scientifically.
I don't know if they're lizards.
If you'd like to send us an email and let us know,
I
please
mean, we
feel
could
free
Google
to.
it,
No.
but we don't do research on this podcast.
No, of course not. What the hell?
We just misinform everyone like we did last week.
Yeah, exactly. Kevin Spacey, rest in peace.
He didn't die?
Oh,
Didn't he?
he did. That's what I said. Kevin Spacey. Oh,
Oh,
what?
I thought we were spreading misinformation.
Oh, no. That wasn't misinformation.
Yeah, that was
Sorry.
true. That was a fact.
Yeah, my bad. Sorry, guys. That was misinformation. The fact that
Yeah. I'm
so
lost.
it starts with the lizard just yelling at everyone. Like everyone's in a swamp and he's in a swamp for some reason. It doesn't make sense, but okay, like we'll take it. He's like, get out my swamp. I'm the lizard. And he's like, he's Korg now apparently.
Maybe.
And he's wearing a lab coat and no one like seems to think that's sus, but oh well, that's fine. And J. Jonah Jameson's obviously, instead of, doing any reporting about any current or actual tangible issues, he challenges Spider-Man to defeat the lizard. Because that's what you do with the power you have in like the Daily Bugle. Spider-Man, obviously being a 15-year-old kid, is like, oh my God, J. Jonah Jameson, you dare challenge me? Well, I'll show you. So yeah, they look at dinosaurs and Peter Parker gets bullied a bit more. What's new? Hell yeah. He punches some people. Oh yeah, and this is like a weird thing that's been like going on throughout these next few comics where like Spider-Man saves Liz and he calls her Blue Eyes, like, hey, Blue Eyes, and Liz is like in love with Spider-Man now, obviously. And
then he goes to J. Jonah Jameson.
Bullies him.
Yeah, because why does he bully him? He's...
What, does he need a reason? Like, honestly, I would bully J. Jonah.
No, he does it for something.
Oh yeah, he does it to oh no, that he accepts the challenge, doesn't he? That's what he does because he wants to get photos. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, he kind of has
but
this
he's like, you have to send your best photographer out there,
which is not also suspicious at all. Yes.
So he webs him up, and then
he hangs. Yeah, and
he hangs him.
He hangs him, and J. Jonah Jameson gets lynched.
Then J. Jonah Jameson falls.
Ow! And then
says,
the swear
never
words.
Never mind those
fucking
cushions.
Fucking.
Even though there's only 5 letters there.
Damn, I reckon it's damn or darn.
They couldn't say damn. Oh, I guess these were made for like kids.
Yeah, and also damn is like not Christian, so.
Hey, tomato.
Wait, do you
tomato.
reckon Peter Parker is religious or is he an atheist? What it?
Well, he likes science.
Yeah, right. So he's definitely an atheist? Or...
Probably.
He's a Scientologist. Oh my God.
No, don't say that. Don't say that.
No. I think he would. No, he wouldn't. Would he?
What if Tom Cruise played Spider-Man?
Oh my God.
He'd do his own stunts. He'd actually be swinging through
That's
New
so
York.
cool. Imagine old Spider-Man, but
Hey.
like played by Tom Cruise.
Hey, I'm Spider-Man.
Yes. Oh, that would make me. Nothing would make me happier. Like genuinely.
Mary Jane.
Fuck off. I can like see his like weird head movements. Like.
This is just mid-2000s era Tom Cruise where he's like crazy.
Yeah.
And jumping on
Oprah's couch. Yeah.
That's all he's known for.
Yeah, no, excuse me, that's all he's known for.
Yeah.
You heard it here, guys. That's all Tom Cruise is known for.
What else does he do? Is he in movies?
He's a Scientologist.
Oh.
That's what he's known for, right? Him and Nicole Kidman used to be married. Okay, where has this derailed to?
And him and Katie Holmes.
Who's that?
Did you ever see Batman Begins?
Yes.
The girl. The only girl in that movie.
Okay, yeah. So Robin.
Yeah.
Nice.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah, of course. Where is he?
Literally.
Yeah. Actually, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, if you're listening to this... Joseph Gordon-Levitt, if you're listening to this podcast, please let us know where you are.
And also, why are you listening to this podcast?
Don't
Make a movie instead.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Make Don John 2.
Yay! Don John 2.
So anyway, Spider-Man goes to... where's the lizard? He's not in New York.
He's in
like,
the swamps. In Louisiana, isn't it?
New Orleans, somewhere.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, who knows? Fucking, yeah.
We should start making notes before we do these.
Yeah, we probably should.
Like a little dot point of the main plot beats or something.
Yeah, because I read them. I'm like, yeah, but then I read the other ones and they all kind of blur together.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That wouldn't be as fun if we're just reading dot points.
No.
Or would it?
Well, it wouldn't be fun for us, but it might be fun for them.
It'd be more structured.
What do you think? Do you want a more structured podcast? If you say yes, then you're wrong.
Nope. So the Spider-Man comes across a crying lady.
And it's so weird because like the way he finds the house is like he gets thrown by the lizard and he like looks through the trees. He's like, oh, that's his house. I better go ask him about this. Like, the fuck? I love it. Anyway.
No, he doesn't know it's his house though.
Yeah, he said, say, that must be Dr. Connor's house.
Oh, yeah, Dr. Connor's. But he doesn't know Dr. Connor's
is the lizard. Yeah. Of course.
It's not like Amazing Spider-Man. Actually, no, he didn't realize that until like way too late. Do you remember that?
Yeah, it was so awkward.
He goes into his lab. This is my favorite scene in The Amazing Spider-Man for the wrong reasons. He goes into his lab and Dr. Connors has got like scales like on his neck. And he's like, oh, hey, Dr. Connors, you know anything about lizards? And he's like, why are you asking about lizards? And I'm just curious, it's nothing to do with that big lizard that's running around town. And Dr. Connors leaves and he's like, okay, and just leaves Peter in his lab. And Peter's like, oh, that's weird. And he doesn't realize he's the lizard until he
fucking
sees
scales on his neck.
He sees a rat on the floor that with like lizard features. And he's like, it's like that double take thing where he like turns his head between like whoa.
What? It's like that Vine. Anaya, what does it say? What? No, Anaya. Oh,
what a great film.
Yeah, I mean the second one's even better, honestly, but we will go into that another day.
Commentary track. Let us know if you want commentary tracks.
Please let us know because we can do those easily. So she's like, Spider-Man, my husband is the lizard. Spider-Man's like, what?
And we get his little backstory. He's trying to fix his little arm.
Yeah, he has a little arm. It's not missing. He actually just has a little arm.
It's really tiny. It shrank in the war.
Just remember that scene from Deadpool. That's what his arm looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. And then he drinks a super lizard serum and then he grows his arm back, but then subsequently turns into a scaly monster. And then obviously his brain gets affected. Like all these Spider-Man villains, it's just science gone wrong.
Literally.
Basically.
Or they get zapped by lightning and then they get superpowers.
Yeah,
which we'll get into.
My God, literally. Oops. I really kind of like how this panel is drawn, even though his like eyes look a bit weird, but I like the caricature of it.
Yeah, I like when they make his eyes different.
Yeah.
Give him expression.
Yeah, it actually shows. I think this is like where they
started just putting dots in
his fucking eyes. Oh, he's sad because there's dots in his eyes, obviously. Yeah. Well, I really like how the lizard is drawn too.
Yeah,
I love his tail. Like it looks so cool. And I like also this panel. I think that's cool too. Anyway,
which one is that? Explain it for the listeners.
Oh yeah, he uppercuts the lizard. And it's thud, and then he goes, "Ow!" His skin is as hard as a dinosaur's armor.
I'll have all these panels that we talk about specifically up on the YouTube version of this podcast as like the thumbnail. So if people want to listen to it on YouTube, then you can see these panels without having to look at the comics.
We won't endorse Marvel Unlimited until they endorse us, so we don't have an affiliate code yet, but trust me, it might happen.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
It might take us 200 episodes, but it's gonna happen.
Yes, 200 weeks. Wow, that's like
no,
that's like 3 years.
When you put it like that.
Yeah.
Wait, no, that's 4 years.
That is 4 years.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
We'll be dead by then.
Yeah, probably. Huh.
Yeah.
Yay. So he kidnaps his son, and then Spider-Man, punches him, and it's all fine. And then fucking Spider-Man goes into his lab, reads his notes like, I can create a cure in 2 seconds, has a fucking...
It creates like a green anti-serum.
Yeah, it's like literally just a vial with green juice in it. It's really cool. Sorry.
But literally, that's what he does in Amazing Spider-Man.
That is true. Yeah, it's the same fucking thing. He gets Gwen
to make an anti-serum, and it's like a green, like gas. It's not a goo, but it's like a gas.
Is this just like the same as the...
It literally is. And at the end, instead of like force-feeding it to him, they have to make it more extreme, and it shoots up into the
into
air.
this air with the... Yeah. And Gwen Stacy's dad dies.
Kevin Stacy.
Yeah, Kevin Stacy. Exactly.
I ruined that joke. I'm going to cut that out.
No. Anyway, so obviously he goes after Mr. Lizard Boy makes him drink the Liz juice.
He makes some web surfboards.
Yeah, they look so
I don't know how he does
stupid.
these.
Yeah, he makes all these weird web contractions and it doesn't make sense because...
Yeah. Like, you know when you make a rubber band ball, you need something in the middle to get it started.
Yeah.
With this, he just... Oh. What are we talking about? Web surfboard things.
Wakeboards.
Wakeboards, yeah.
And he also makes a fucking pole out of a web, it looks like. I don't even know. It looks like a branch.
Or did he make that out of the web?
I don't know. Honestly,
I don't know.
Either way, it would still have to have a paddle on the end. So, like, you know.
Yeah, maybe he made the paddle, but he got, like, a
A
branch.
stick, yeah.
Why couldn't he just swing?
Because it's not New York, Mike.
There's trees.
Yeah, but trees don't have structural integrity. They're
You
like...
can do it in Spider-Man PS4.
Yeah,
They're in
but yeah,
Central
that's
Park.
true. But it's really difficult. It's like genuinely so. Yeah. Anyway, that's a good game. You know, the latest expansion came out. This is just like for you. This is not for the podcast. Anyway, whatever.
What's the new expansion?
I don't really know. I know.
Oh.
Okay, I haven't looked, but anyway. So. Yeah, the lizard starts controlling crocodiles, which I don't know. I'm pretty sure crocodiles are not reptiles. I'm pretty sure they're amphibians, but I could be wrong.
Were we talking about this on podcast or off it? I can't remember now.
Yeah, me neither. I actually don't
no.
remember. Anyway, you'll remember because you would have just listened.
Oh no, because I think we asked them.
Yeah, true. Okay, so
This podcast's a mess.
yeah, this week. I promise it'll only be a mess this week. So yeah, I mean, what else do you want me to fucking tell you? He defeats the lizard, makes him drink some juice, and he turns back into a man. And then this wholesome panel where it's Spider-Man very fucking badly drawn, like abysmally drawn, and it's like them.
His feet are flat.
Yeah, his feet are pointy, and his eyes look fucked, and the spider looks like a fucking pineapple. He looks like Pineapple Man. Yeah.
But literally, this panel I actually think gives more characterization to Dr. Connors than like the entirety of The Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah.
We're given no reason to care about him in that movie.
Yeah, exactly.
We never see his family.
We just know that.
We never know what his motivation is.
Yeah,
He's like,
no.
I want another arm. It's like, sure. Cool.
Cool,
But
yeah, but
why?
why? Yeah, but why?
Like when he turns evil, it's like, I don't care because like you gave us no reason to like.
No, he wants to turn everyone into lizards. He's a furry, or I mean, a
Which
scaly.
is a plotline taken directly out of this comic.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Like they couldn't think of anything more updated or
more in depth or
2010s
interesting.
or, like,
Yeah, it's like nothing. Like this is literally like a 20-page comic. That is like what, a 200-page script plus. You know?
yeah,
It's like they couldn't think of anything more in depth.
it has the same like plot.
Yeah, but just stretched out over 200 minutes.
Yep.
Yep, basically. Anyway.
And then it ends with Peter. What happens? Peter comes back to New York.
Oh yeah, and J. Jonah Jameson's mad at him because he's like, he gives these photos to him and he's like, they're fake, and he rips them up and then like doesn't pay
oh my God.
Peter for fucking being there. Like it's just all a waste of fucking
How do
time.
you even make a fake like photo back then?
Yeah, right.
That'd be really hard.
There's no Photoshop, like
You have to superimpose, like, even if it was fake, he would have had to have a photo of the lizard and
Yeah.
a photo of Spider-Man and like superimpose them on each other somehow, like with really fine like masking or like.
right, yeah. It's
I don't know.
J. Jonah Jameson's just a prick, basically.
And then he calls Liz about a date, doesn't he?
Yeah. And then
she's
she's
like-
like, Spider-Man, stop. I mean, whoops. Fuck up. Peter Parker, stop. I'm keeping my line open for Spider-Man because he called me Blue Eyes. I love him.
And he's like, wow, I guess I'm my own competition.
Yeah, he's like, only try just the Peter Parker luck that I'm my own competition. And then that's it. And then we get the return of the Vulture next episode. So
Next
issue.
episode.
Next issue.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Bye. Yay. And yeah, that issue also didn't have any of the letters at the end too.
Yes. Oh, this week I think we'll do
We'll
like
save 'em
all
for
the
the
letters
end.
like after we talk about each issue.
Yeah.
So we're not like bouncing back and forth between
Issues and
issues
letters.
and letters.
Yes, good idea. So for the Vulture, yeah, we got the return of the Vulture. And this guy, I was just about no, never mind.
And at the start, they're like, for those of you who missed last time, Spider-Man made an anti-gravity device. or an anti-magnetic device to defeat him.
Yay for science. And then the way he like fucking escapes out of jail is so funny. This panel where he's just sitting there T-posing and floating above his cell. And the whole time I'm thinking, how can no guards see that shit and think, oh fuck, like what the hell? Oh,
Yeah,
anyway.
they're just like, oh, he's made a new flying gizmo. He's gone.
Yeah, he like gets yard duty and just fucking flies out of there.
How do you make that?
Yeah, in prison. Like, did he just like get a bar of soap and, you know, like chemically alter it to turn into, I don't know, like what do you get in prison? Soap and a toothbrush.
Well, he was using like the machinery.
Oh, I guess they do like like work, right? In jail. Yeah.
But
True. Still very unlikely, but hey, whatever.
It's like an Iron Man where he's stuck in a cave and he builds a whole ass Iron Man suit.
Yeah, and a fucking like thing that goes in his chest and keeps his heart beating. Like, what the fuck? That shit's so implausible, but hey, you know.
I mean, it was his own like equipment and stuff, technically. Yeah. But anyways, this isn't the Iron Man podcast.
Yeah, ew, Iron Man. No, Iron Man's fun.
Tony Stark.
Tony Stark, yeah.
I don't like him.
He's a meanie.
I'll say that for another day. I'll say that for our Civil War commentary.
Yeah, oh my god, yes. We're going to do commentary tracks for every MCU film. The best
just
one.
the ones with Spider-Man in it.
Oh, okay, yeah. So like...
Just the bits with Spider-Man in it.
Yeah, no, just...
It'll be silence the whole time. Until Queens. Then we'll be like...
You got heart, kid. Where are you from?
Queens.
Sorry, guys. I got a bit of a sore throat, so I've been coughing intermittently.
That's what that was. That was coughing.
Yeah,
not
that
clapping.
was not clapping. It was coughing. Obviously, it's my favorite Pokemon. No, never mind. Coughing. So, and then they're playing dodgeball, are they, or some volleyball? Peter Parker and his schoolmates.
Peter Parker's like, oh, I don't feel so good.
I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark.
Mr. Stark.
Mr. Stark, I don't want to go. I don't want to go.
Except he wants to go.
Yeah, he does.
He doesn't want to play volleyball anymore.
He's like, yeah, he doesn't want to play. And he's doing what I used to do in high school and go, excuse me, coach, I don't feel too good. I need to sit down. Or I forgot to wear my shorts. Anyway, so he hears about the news of Vulture escaping. He's like, I got to Spider-Man this up.
Yeah, he's like, I'm going to use that same device I used last time.
Because he'll never see that coming, obviously. And then he gets Vulture. And then Vulture's like, look, it's Spider-Man.
My favorite thing is Vulture just has a gun.
Yeah, like, I know. And like that he didn't, oh my God. The fact that he doesn't use it on, like, he throws in a few punches before he even pulls his fucking gun out. Like, anyway.
It's my favorite thing about all these, like, the villains just have a gun as well, even though they have, like, some other, like, gizmo or gimmick.
Yeah.
They just have a gun.
They just have a gun. It's so funny. Can you imagine, like, watching, like, Spider-Man and, like, the Vulture swoops in with a fucking gun?
Wait, no, he does that to him when he's in the car. He pulls out a gun. And he's like, I'll kill you.
Oh my God, yeah, he does in Homecoming.
Maybe that was a homage to this.
Yes, Michael Keaton. Oh man,
Michael Keaton. My name is Michael Keaton.
Mike, stop! I'm
Michael Caine.
The 90% of this podcast is gonna be me laughing, going, stop,
Mr. Wayne.
Stop.
I failed you.
That's actually so funny. Please stop. Okay. All right. What else do you want me to tell you about a fight scene in The Amazing Spider-Man from the 60s? Like they, like what else?
Vulture punks him because Vulture loves a good punk.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll pretend to fall so Spider-Man thinks his plan worked.
Yeah. And then he just fucking falls on his arm, breaks his fucking arm.
Yeah, he uppercuts Spider-Man and it fractures Spider-Man's arm.
Yeah. Which is the first, like, serious injury we've seen him have, I think.
Yeah.
And
he'd heal pretty quick from it, though.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure ignored the next... Oh, sorry, I just burped. The next issue. Wasn't it? Yeah. Anyway, that's fine. And then he sucks off because he's like, fuck, I've broken my arm. Goes to Aunt May and she's like, oh, my God, we got to take you to the doctor. And then everyone teases him at school for having a sling. They're like, Oh no!
What, did you break your arm or
You
something?
break your arm, you little
Ugh.
fucking. You're human. You broke your bones.
I mean, I had a broken collarbone in high school, and that happened to me. So
oh really?
yeah, people were like, "Well, how'd you break your collarbone?" And when I like explained it to them, like, "You pussy."
no.
No.
High school's so fucked, actually. Yeah.
They're all a bunch of Flash Thompsons, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, penis Parker, am I right? When I say penis, you say Parker. Penis.
Venom.
Venom. Knock, knock. I love this panel of the Vulture. He looks so fucking creepy. It's the one where he's like thinking. He's doing that meme of like the guy that like puts his finger to his head and he's like.
What's like an example of the meme where he's like, you can't.
When your girl says, come over and her parents aren't home. I don't know. That's so
I don't
bad.
think that's the right concept.
No, I don't think it is. I'm sorry.
It's like the guy who's like, when you didn't think of that.
Oh, yeah.
Like-
yeah. It's like, I can't think of one off the top of my head. Oh my God, it's the new. We should like turn that into the new.
Oh my God.
I'm saving
gonna
this
do it.
panel. Yeah, yeah.
So what happens now?
So the Vulture's like, now that Spider-Man's dead, I can do whatever I want. I can harass J. Jonah Jameson and get the payroll, which is so weird. Like he went from robbing banks to robbing fucking payroll from a like news.
It's because the plot needed him to interact with Spider-Man again.
Yeah.
So he's like, I'm going to rob the Daily Bugle.
Yeah, of course. Like so convenient.
And he pulls out his gun again.
Yeah, he pulls out his fucking gun. Like
As if a man in a bird costume isn't threatening.
especially because he's in a skin tight suit, like, and he's old too. Like, if I saw that, I'd fucking scream like out of hideous fear. Like, what the hell?
I love that he has like a humpback as well.
Yeah, it's so weird. It kind of looks like he has like a butt on his back sometimes. Like in this panel where like Spider-Man's saving J. Jonah Jameson, it looks like he's got like an ass on his back.
God.
He looks thick though.
He's got really thick back muscles, okay?
Yeah. Well, you would if you were like flying, right? Like, although you'd be doing
True.
this all day. Yeah.
True.
Logic.
True.
So, yeah, anyway, he like fucking tries to shoot J. Jonah Jameson. Spider-Man's like, hell no, that's my boss. I need my money. And he saves the day. And
How does he sling up his arm? Because you can't see it.
you
But
can't.
he does something
yeah.
to it.
He uses apparently he alters his like underarm webs to like sling up his arms. I think
Oh,
he
is that what
says.
happened?
Yeah, like the webs on his suit. So I assume it's like his underarm webs.
Okay.
When do his underarm webs go out of commission, I wonder? I like them. Anyway,
I think they're gone later in the comics we're talking about today.
Oh, really?
Maybe. I think I saw one where he didn't have them.
Oh. I'm pretty sure he
We'll
didn't
get to
have
that
them in
though.
that awkward panel of him like really badly drawn. Like I'm 100% sure he didn't have them. So yeah, I guess like he saves him, right?
Yeah, they have a bit of a punch on in the Daily Bugle.
There's papers everywhere, obviously, because it's a newspaper.
Making a mess.
Making a mess.
I'm making a mess.
How does he defeat him again? He like fucking.
He just webs his wings.
Yeah, literally, and
he's
it's like,
You'll kill us both. And he's like, good.
yeah, I want to die. And then he makes a parachute and kind of sends him off on his way. Literally just attaches a parachute to him and goes, fly.
He's like, someone else will take care of that.
Yep, that's it.
How does he make these web things so quick?
Yeah, honestly, like he makes them in a literal like split second of them like falling from a building. He makes a parachute with also enough time for the parachute to work and like land them safely. So, oh well. I mean, we're like criticizing a comic book right now, so
That's the whole point, isn't it?
yeah, it is the whole point. So I shouldn't roast us too hard.
Until they get good.
Yeah,
I mean, the last one was good.
yeah,
We'll get to our favorites at the end.
yes. And then he pranks J. Jonah Jameson because he like says to Spider-Man, I want to talk to you. And he goes, oh yeah, he's going to finally compliment me for saving his life. He's like, you're a fucking menace, Spider-Man, instantly. Oh.
So he webs up his melon.
And then he
His
turns,
little mouth.
yeah, his mouth. And he's really angry about that. Like that, he's really angry. Yeah, it's like,
That's a classic Spider-Man thing to do, to web up J. Jonah Jameson's mouth. I feel like he's done that a lot.
yeah.
He does that in one of the movies.
Which one?
First one, I'm
Oh
pretty
yeah,
sure.
he does, right?
When the Green Goblin comes in, he's like,
oh, yep.
I'm Willem.
I'm Willem. You know what? I'm somewhat of a scientist
You
myself.
know.
Anyway, so he turns back. He's Peter Parker again, and lovely Miss Betty. Betty, what's her name? Barnes or Betty?
Bucky Barnes.
Bucky Barnes.
That's Betty Brand.
Betty Brand, that's right.
Elizabeth Banks.
Elizabeth Banks and Betty Brand.
Hmm?
And Gwen Stacy and Mary Jane Watson. We're just naming Spider-Man love interests now. Anyway, Betty Brand is...
No, Elizabeth Banks plays Betty Brand.
Oh. What the fuck? You're right. Oh
Elizabeth
my
Banks
God.
isn't a Spider-Man character.
No, she isn't. Yeah, I got very confused.
Elizabeth Allen.
Yes. Liz Allen.
Do you reckon her full name's Elizabeth?
Yeah.
I reckon it's...
Lizard. Full name's Lizard. Confirmed. Okay, sorry. Oh, just a second of silence. I just had to undo this sticky tape without any good content happening.
A moment of silence for our fallen soldier, the Lizard.
Yeah, so basically, like, they start flirting behind a desk with all this chaos going on. With obviously Mr. J. Jonah Jameson being webbed up. And then he calls Betty baby.
Yeah, he's suddenly a swinger. He's suddenly a swinging dude.
Yep. And then she's like, well, I like you, Peter Parker. And apparently they're love interests now. And that's the end of that.
Yep.
Yay.
That was issue
7.
How do you think that compared to the last one with the Vulture? I think it's like about the same.
Yeah. I like the ending, honestly, of like as like cheesy it is, I like how it ended. Like it wasn't like, oh, Peter Parker goes home and like it's Aunt May
down in the dumps.
Yeah, it was very nice. I like the whole setting of like them kind of sitting behind this desk and like J. Jonah Jameson's like running by really angry and they're just like kind of like, hey, I like you. Like, it's very cute.
So Betty's meant to be like a high school student.
Yeah, so she dropped out. Yeah. And we don't know why yet. She keeps alluding to a reason. She has some trauma.
You're just like that other boy I once knew.
Yeah.
I wonder who it was. Do you reckon it's Flash Thompson? Because everything's got to be connected somehow.
God, of course. No, I reckon it's... No, I don't know.
Eddie Brock.
Eddie Brock. No, it's Harry Osborn.
Oh.
Actually. Yeah.
Maybe.
Hmm.
I bet some like Spider-Man fans listening to this and think you're all idiots.
Yeah, like, yeah, you fucking noobs. I could do better than you. It's like, yeah, you might, but you have no charisma. So
got him good.
What
if it's the guys that did the other Spider-Man podcast?
Oofed.
And they're like, we're already ahead.
I'm sorry, I've never listened to your podcast.
I haven't either. Full disclosure, I haven't listened to their podcast.
Yeah, so...
Should I?
No.
Then we might just start copying them.
Yeah, exactly. So... Yeah, we won't, because if we start like doing anything similar to them, people will be like, hey, you cut me down.
We'll listen to them once we've finished completely.
Yeah, we finished all 600 or 700.
There'll be more by the time we finish because it's still going. I mean, it's been rebooted a few times, but it's still called The Amazing Spider-Man. And it's still the same, like, continuity. Yeah. Like, they reference stuff that happened in these comics.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Has Peter Parker changed a lot, do you reckon, in those ones?
He's changed a little bit. He doesn't look the same. He looks more like Andrew Garfield now because of movies.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Because he's like, the canon at the moment is that he like owns like this corporation now. Yeah.
He's like 30 now, even though...
And Miles Morales is more like of the web-slinging Spider-Man, like that saves the day, isn't he?
Yeah.
Or like the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Is that right?
Pretty sure. I don't get how the Marvel timeline works. I've always tried to look into this.
Well, what my impression of it is like it was Amazing Spider-Man, and then obviously they made like Ultimate Spider-Man as a parallel to it, like it wasn't like in the same universe, and then it was Secret Wars that kind of like brought them together, and like the death of Spider-Man and shit.
Yeah, that's what happened. But I mean, like the timeline.
Oh yeah, sorry, we were talking about this before. Yeah,
but it's still going now. But the characters haven't aged like 50 years.
Yeah, and like it's heaps future in like the new ones too. So it's like, I think logically, Spider-Man should be like 60.
Yeah, I think I looked into it. It has something to do with like because they always have those like crossover events and like Secret Wars and stuff. Yeah, so that like messes with the timeline.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess it's kind of like The Simpsons. You know how they're all the same age constantly?
Oh, they never age, but obviously time goes on. Yeah.
Yeah. Because there's episodes that are like sequels to other episodes.
Yeah, and they like reference other things and stuff.
Yeah, but they're all still like the same age.
Yeah.
I guess that's what this is, but like slow.
Yeah, very slow. We just have to believe it's like a universe with a sun, I guess. Like we rotate around the suns. No, that is not how body clocks work. Never mind. I'm like, the sun? What the hell? I don't know what I'm talking about.
I'm pretty sure like in flashbacks though, like if they flash back to Spider-Man's origin in like a new comic, everyone's dressed like it's the 60s.
What?
I don't get how this works.
I was about to say Stan Lee, tell us, but he can't because he's dead.
Who's the current writer?
Yeah, I don't know.
I know Dan Slott did it for like years, but he probably doesn't do it anymore.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Issue
8
Yay!
of
The
Amazing
Amazing
Spider-Man.
He fights a fucking robot in this one, which like I don't know. I don't really. I kind of
there's
like,
a reason that's never come back again.
Yeah, exactly. It's just it's the living brain.
We never see the living brain pop up in any movies or cartoons.
Yeah, it's such a stupid fucking name for a robot. The living brains. Like we all have living brains in us. Like what do you mean by that? Anyway, I'm roasting too hard now.
Oh yeah, this issue starts with Flash Thompson knocking off Peter's glasses, and Peter's like, "Oh, I guess I didn't need those anyway." And now he just never has his glasses anymore.
Ever again, yeah. And none of his classmates think that's suspicious. They're not like, "Oh, Peter, your glasses."
He says he was putting it on for the act, but he never said that before.
Yeah.
We just assumed he needed them.
Yeah, exactly. So
what's with this sudden retroactive?
Yeah.
Anyways.
No questions, please. No answers.
No answers.
So, like, this whole episode basically is gearing up to Peter Parker and Flash Thompson having a fucking fist fight in a boxing ring.
Yeah, that happens pretty soon because they ask the living brain
who's Spider-Man?
Who's Spider-Man's true identity, and they give him all these clues, and Peter's like,
oh my god,
starts sweating profusely. And then the answer comes out, but it's in like a weird code. And like, oh, you have to decode it by tomorrow. Don't worry about it. And he's like, oh, golly.
Thank fuck, yeah.
And then Flash picks on Peter for some reason.
Yeah.
Because he's like, give me
that.
You're too stupid to understand. Even though he always makes fun of him for being a nerd.
Yeah.
He's like, too stupid to figure out the code.
It's so stupid.
And then because they're getting heated up, the teacher's like, all right, let's settle this once and for all in the gym.
Yeah, fight. Basically, their teacher tells them to fucking fight. Like their science teacher too. Can we just talk about this?
Yeah, it's not even the gym teacher.
Yeah, like what high school is this? So yeah, they take off their shirts for some reason, and they are in boxing gloves. It's like
Peter looks way more jacked when he's not wearing the Spider-Man costume.
Yeah, literally, he actually looks really buff. He looks like an Action Man figure. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he doesn't have nipples either.
Neither him nor Flash have nipples. That's really weird.
Maybe they couldn't show that in the 60s.
Yeah, no male nipples.
No male nipples.
Yeah, obviously. And yeah, he fucking punches Flash so hard he flings him across.
He flings him, yeah.
Yeah, like out of the ring, and nobody is like, "Oh wow, he's strong." Everyone's like, "Oh, you just let him hit you."
He's like, wow, it was a good trick, Flash.
Yeah.
I guess that, like in the movie, when he beats up the Flash, and everyone's like, "Why would you do that, Peter? You're such a bully."
Yeah.
And he's like, "What?
Yeah.
But no one's impressed that he did like a triple backflip.
No, everyone's just like, "You bully."
He did an actual double jump. And everyone's like, okay.
Yeah. I love double jump. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm sorry. I love double jump.
I love double jump.
And then we see these two fucking pig-nosed pricks trying to steal the living brain, and they teach it how to be corrupt and evil, I guess. Is that what happens? Is that why it starts trying to kill everyone? Because I didn't quite get it. Then I thought, oh, so if it like feeds off of information and these guys are bad,
these guys were like messing with it. Yeah,
it probably just learnt how to be bad. So anyway, flashback to the gym.
Like a pug. Don't you reckon he looks like a pug?
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's why I called him a pig-nosed prick. Look at him. He's got like, looks like someone chopped his nose off. It's so weird.
Oh God. You ever see that movie Looper?
No. Oh, Looper. Yeah, of course I have.
Gordon-Levitt. You know that bit where like they're cutting off the limbs and stuff of the future version, and they cut off the guy's nose. In the past version, like his nose is missing. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, it actually
Very
does.
obscure reference.
It's a good movie though. It's serious. We recommend it. It's good.
Hey, I'm a looper.
Wait, is Michael Keaton in that movie?
No, it's Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis, sorry.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt doing a Bruce Willis impression.
I wish it was Michael Keaton in that movie.
Hey. Michael Keaton.
Please.
Master Bruce.
This is Marvel, not DC. Please stop. Stop.
Mr. Parker.
Mr. Yeah, now Peter Parker in the future is the continuities that he actually has a butler. No, I don't know what I'm talking about.
He has a butler for his like shitty like 1-bedroom apartment.
Yeah. That's so funny. And like he can barely make ends meet, but like still.
Does he have a house now actually?
Well, I mean, if he owns like fucking corporations across the world, I assume so, but I don't know.
Maybe he just lives at his like little corporation.
Maybe. Because I know he has them around the world. Like he has some in Tokyo and across America. I remember just reading like a blurb or whatever. But well.
Wow.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, you go.
Yeah, then he fights a robot for like way too long.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's honestly like I skimmed through it because it was just so fucking like it's the worst fight. And
literally, like they don't have to put words in every panel. I feel like they feel the need to like have him say something constantly.
Yeah, it's like being mansplained all the time.
He does think like a human. The sound of my footsteps, he turned.
And the way he defeats him is that he fucking the machine hugs Spider-Man so hard that it falls down the stairs and he fucking like swings out the window.
But then he swings back in.
Yeah, and then like deactivates him and that's it. Like all that fucking fight was, oh God, anyway.
It's like RoboCop.
It really is. So
that was good.
Huh?
Yep.
And everyone thinks
RoboCop episode.
Yeah, duh. Is there a RoboCop comic? There probably is.
There is. I bet there's been a RoboCop and Spider-Man crossover. They always do stupid shit like that.
Yeah, just for the money too.
Like there's an Archie versus Predator.
Are you kidding me?
No, this is real.
Oh my God. Ew. If you read Archie comics, I'm judging you. No,
But
no, I'm not.
better than Riverdale.
Oh, that's what I meant. Sorry. I meant to say Riverdale. No, Archie comics, I've never read them, but I'm sure they're fine. But Riverdale is...
It seems very different to what Riverdale is.
I think it would be, hey, because I've seen, I've flicked through a few in the QBD the other week, and I was actually really tempted to get one, but they had the Riverdale cover, and I really don't want that.
Yeah, I hate when they do that. Like when the book
has movie covers.
Has a movie come out, yeah.
That's really annoying. Like
it
Hunger
looks really
Games.
daggy. It's like a poorly photoshopped like picture of Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah. Like I read
based
Limitless that had like the movie poster cover, and I'm like, oh, yeah.
Is that a book?
Yeah, Limitless is a book. It's a good book too. It's a difficult read. Maybe because I read it when I was younger, it was difficult. But yeah.
Hey. Is that?
I just want to have another good look at you.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks that flashback to the comic.
Back to reality.
No.
There goes gravity.
Oh,
there goes gravity.
there goes gravity. Yeah, everyone thinks that Flash beat up these two guys because like he happened to have just woken up when they run past him and they like fucking trip over him and everyone's like, whoa, Flash is Spider-Man.
Spider-Man's like, I got an idea.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, Flash is Spider-Man.
And now,
he's buff and he always disappears when Spider-Man's around.
Which is not true.
It's not true. Yeah. There's been times in the past where those people have been there while Flash is.
Yeah, literally.
Spider-Man has been.
And like, think about it, like, a few issues ago, Flash was like in the Spider-Man suit and got stolen by Dr. Doom. And like everyone knew that was like a mistake. So why would they think he's Spider-Man?
I think they write these like not keeping in mind that people have read the other ones.
Yeah, exactly. That's true. Yeah, because they come out weeks apart too. So
yeah, like it was once a month.
Yes.
So
we have a little bonus story at the end too. It's like
I hate this one.
Yeah, it's so fucking. We'll breeze past this one, and it's basically we'll just do a quick recap. Human Torch is having a party. Spider-Man does not like this for no reason. So he just goes to beat up at his own party. And then the Fantastic Four show up and are like, hey, kid, wasn't that fun?
They're just chilling on a rock.
In the
They're
beach.
Watching.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, how's it going?
Yeah. And he gets, Peter Parker gets so mad at this. I mean, Spider-Man, that he starts to beat them up too. He's like, stop laughing at me. And he just fucking clobbers them. And it's like, what's going on?
And they don't even bring back the fact that they didn't give him a job in the first issue or anything. Like, that could have been his motivation. Like, oh, I'm still mad that you guys wouldn't give me a chance.
Yeah, like you wouldn't.
But no, he's just like,
yeah, this is a lame party.
And also, for some reason, Jack Kirby drew this one.
Yeah,
I have
and
a feeling like
Spider-Man looks...
they did this first comic and they're like, oh, we didn't write enough pages of story.
Yeah, and
Can
half
Jack
the
Kirby
time...
poorly draw another like 5 pages for us?
Yeah, it's so bad. Like, Spider-Man
love
half
Jack
the time is all
Kirby.
black. Like, anyway.
Yeah. Like, Jack Kirby usually like does really dynamic like poses. I know his art's usually really clean and
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
nice to look at, but he can't draw Spider-Man.
Yeah.
There's a bit where he doesn't have a nose.
Yeah,
Like,
he has
wearing
a
a mask.
pancake
but-
face.
Yeah.
It's like that scene from that movie we were just quoting. It's called A Star is Born, except the opposite of like
Hey.
having a nose to trace. It's like flat face,
nothing, yeah.
nothing. Yeah. And the way he gets out of this is so funny.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a second. I just remembered I heard like an interview with Stan Lee
Oh yeah.
because he went to Jack Kirby first as like the artist to be Spider-Man or to draw Spider-Man
Oh really?
because like he was his
What?
go-to guy, and Stan Lee didn't like how he drew Spider-Man because it was too. It didn't. I don't know. He didn't have that same thing Steve Ditko did where it's like dynamic poses.
Yeah, I love some of the poses that he has,
Yeah,
like when he's
very
web slinging.
Spider-like.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can even see in this one like the poses are not. Oh my god.
There's a panel where he's like on the back of a rock that the thing has got like holding, and it looks so fun.
And this one where he bows,
Oh my god.
it looks like his feet are backwards.
Yeah. I'll give it to him. He draws this ballet pose really well. I actually looked at
Yeah.
that and I was like, that's a really nice ballet pose. Like there's a
That's the thing. He can
Yeah.
draw like everything else except Spider-Man.
yeah. Like literally. Look at it. It looks like he's doing freestyle rapping in that one.
But fun fact, Jack Kirby actually drew the covers for Amazing Fantasy 15 and the
Ah.
first issue. Yeah, that's why he looks a bit different on the covers.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Okay, I didn't actually know that. Yes. Yeah, the one thing that like, because I obviously, well, maybe not obviously to people, but I didn't read The Amazing Spider-Man when I was growing up with Spider-Man, read The Ultimate Spider-Man, and like the cover art was always so different to the inside, and that used to
Yeah.
like really annoy me. Like,
It always bothered me as a kid, but now
Yeah.
I like it.
yeah, because it's like different. It's like,
Yeah, it's how they sell the
yeah, the issue.
comic.
Yeah, exactly.
It only annoys me when like something on the cover doesn't even happen.
Oh, yeah, no, that's what I mean. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
like,
It always happened when I was a kid. Like I'd buy one with like the Avengers in the front, and it wouldn't even have the Avengers in it. And I was like, oh,
you just got, that's like, what is it called? Clickbait. Yeah. Oh my God, we were
Literally,
talking
yeah.
about this last week too. You just got clickbaited into buying a comic.
literally.
Yeah.
Mm.
Anyway, yeah, so the way that like they stop fighting is that the invisible lady fucking yanks him and she's like, hey, you're pretty handsome
you're
under that
pretty cute.
mask. Yeah. And then she's like, now why don't you boys shake hands like gentlemen, bury the hatchet? And then obviously the Torch is like, you know where I'd like to bury that hatchet. And then Spider-Man fucking bounces and leaves a love heart out of webs for,
So stupid.
yeah, it's the worst. Oh my God.
I love sexism in the 60s.
Yeah, same. That's all I have to say
We
about
only
that.
say facts on this.
Yeah. No misinformation, only facts. Yeah, I mean, what else can we say about, do you have anything else to say about that issue? Shall we move on?
There's probably something else really dumb that happened.
Mm.
Oh yeah, he makes like wings like on the spot.
Yeah, again,
That was
he
kinda dumb.
creates just something out of webs, just like in a split second while he's in midair. Oh my God, I just nearly vomited.
You should have.
Oh yeah, I should have. On the pop filter. Yuck.
What would that sound like?
Well, we can find out if you want. Yeah, Electro.
Yay.
Yes. So we get introduced to Electro next issue.
Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, except
Jamie
he gets
Foxx.
whitewashed in this, obviously. No. is Electro the Amazing Spider-Man blackface, or is Electro on the comics
I think
whitewashed?
he was played by a black guy, so it's not blackface.
I know, I'm just trying to annoy Grace.
Who's Grace?
Yeah, I don't know.
She's not in podcast continuity.
Yeah, no. She's in the parallel universe, in another Spider-Verse.
Oh,
Yeah,
this
do you
one,
wanna-
Aunt May's dying.
Yeah, do you want to start off? Do you want to talk about this one?
Yep. So Spider-Man's swinging through the city. And we don't know what he's doing. He swings past like a little shoot 'em up. And they stop because they're like, oh no, Spider-Man's there. But Spider-Man doesn't even stop them. He kind of swings past and they're like, oh, we got done goofed.
Oh no.
We shouldn't have stopped shooting because Spider-Man wasn't even going to stop us.
Yeah.
Then we find out he was getting medication for Aunt May
Mm-hmm.
because she's on her deathbed, it looks like.
Yeah, it literally looks like she's going to fucking die. Oh, spoilers!
No, I bleeped it out again.
Okay, yeah. Yeah. Sorry. Never
I'll
mind.
do it every episode.
Anyway, so yeah, it looks like they really lead it on that Aunt May's going to die this issue. Like, genuinely. Like,
Yeah. And how long ago was this? Like 50 years ago?
yeah.
And she's still alive.
She's still alive, yep. And she's only aged like a year.
Has she died before, do you reckon? Like in the comics? I think,
Isn't the thing that's like no matter what happens, like no matter what Peter does, Ben always dies? Like that's like, but like May, I've never read one where May dies. So.
I mean like in, like later on.
Oh, okay.
I think there was one where she was like about to die. And he had to like do this ultimatum, this like really stupid ultimatum, where he either lets Aunt May live, but he has
I
to
remember
break up
this.
with Mary Jane.
Forget her forever.
Yeah.
Yes, because they have like, there's this like bad guy that wants to like, because apparently Peter Parker and Mary Jane have the strongest love ever in the whole world, and he wants that. So it's like, okay, so Aunt May's dying. Yeah, Aunt May's dying, and he goes, if you let me like basically feed off of that love, and you guys can like basically remove all memory of each other, then Aunt May can live. And he actually does
Yeah.
that. Like, I'm
Yep.
like, why the fuck? She's old anyway, Peter. Like,
Yeah, I think that's around the time where I started like buying Spider-Man comics as
Yeah.
a kid.
yeah.
And it was really weird.
Yeah,
Like,
would
that
have been
arc
as a
afterwards
kid.
was like, oh.
Yeah. Because I remember that's kind of the point where that iconic, it's that iconic Spider-Man t-shirt that Mary Jane wears with the love heart mask, or is that an Ultimate Spider-Man thing?
I don't know.
And
I think it's
It's that famous panel where
Yeah.
she's sitting in her apartment and Spider-Man's swinging past, and she's got a Spider-Man shirt on, and she
yeah,
looks really
I think that's
sexy.
Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah, I think it is. Because
Jon
I
Snow.
think it's from that continuity of like them forgetting each
Yeah.
other.
That's around the time Mr. Negative was introduced.
Yes. Is he Asian in the comics?
Pretty sure.
Okay. Just wondering.
He's probably the only Asian like Spider-Man character.
Yeah, honestly.
That
Yeah.
not like a racist stereotype.
Racist. Yeah, racist. That's very
like
true.
the Mandarin.
Oh my god. Okay, we'll just breeze past that one.
I
Thank
love that
you.
he's called the Mandarin in Iron Man 3, even though he's not Chinese and that.
Yeah, exactly. That Iron Man 3, man. Just
What should they have called him? What's like the whatchamacallit, Middle Eastern language?
halal snack pack.
I'm cutting that out.
That's that racist. I have many friends of different ethnicities, okay? And I'm turning into one of those fucked up white people that are like, I'm allowed to say the F word. I have many gay friends. Like, anyway, I'm sorry, everyone.
So we meet Electro, Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx.
He's got the stupidest costume ever.
Yeah, it's the
It's
worst.
the worst Spider-Man costume I've ever seen.
It looks so fucking like he's got overalls, but they're like, it looks like overalls, but I think it's just printed on his like suit. But it's just,
Yeah, I've always hated his mask. And it's
Yes.
such like a thing now where every new version, they're trying to like do a version of his mask where it doesn't look stupid.
stupid. Yeah.
Like in the game, it's like a burnt
Yeah.
like thing into his face, so they didn't have to do the mask.
Yeah, they put like scars in his like face in the shape of like electric.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in like the comics now, he has like the electricity, but it's like just a normal mask.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah. I don't know what they were thinking when they made this mask.
Yeah.
How do you, like, what's it made of? Why would he make that?
Craft foam.
He's just trying to rob banks.
Yeah, but like no, because he needs to know. Like people need to know he's Electro.
Don't you know? I'm Electro. Spider-Man,
hear me. Don't.
I'm gonna kill you, Spider-Man.
Skrillex.
Oh, no.
Oh man, that is the best soundtrack in any of the Spider-Man movies. To be honest, that's ironic. So.
There's actually some good songs on it. Like they hits you in the feels.
Yeah, like the song when he's like trying to figure out
for you. I'll love you after you're gone because you're gonna die.
It's such foreshadowing. I can't believe I was surprised when Gwen Stacy died. I really should have seen that coming.
Dude, literally when I saw it the first time, I was sitting out in the lobby about to see it with my friend, and one of my other friends came out from the previous session, and they're like, the ending's so sad. And because we know the comics, we're like, oh, thanks. And like, I didn't say anything. Like, we know what happens now.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry.
But I remember just like the whole time I was like, when's she gonna die? She's gonna die.
Yeah. Because like even like I don't know. Let's not get it. We'll save it for the commentary track because we have so much to say about this movie. Yeah, I think we should.
Should we do them in order?
Yeah.
Like 1, 2, 3.
The best.
4.
We'll get the best ones out of the way and then we'll do all the bad ones.
We'll start with Spider-Man 4.
Oh, don't. Actually, we have that script. It's exclusive.
What if we do an act out of Spider-Man 4 podcast?
Oh my God. Please. Please spare me.
From the leaked information that's been released of it. Do you know Vulture was meant to be in it, played by John Malkovich?
That would have been so cool.
Yeah, he was cast in it. And there's like concept art.
Oh, now I'm really sad.
Yeah, and what's her name? Anne Hathaway was going to be in it.
No way,
as
really?
Black Cat.
Oh my God, that would have been so...
Yeah.
I'm so mad that never got released.
Yeah.
They should make it anyway, honestly.
They should release the script.
Yeah, at least release the script. You know what would make them so much money? If they release the script the way that Fantastic Beasts like do that.
Yeah, except Sony would never do that.
No, they wouldn't because they're like, no, ours.
I wish it got leaked in that big Sony hack that happened and like, do you remember that?
Yeah, I do remember that, yeah.
And like all those leaked emails about The Amazing Spider-Man 2 that were hilarious. Did you ever read those?
No.
It's so funny, like just seeing like the business thinking behind like some of the decisions in that.
No,
like, the
really?
producers going like, kids these days love dubstep. We have to put dubstep in it.
Oh, yuck. That fucking...
And like it all sounds stupid. Then the movie came out.
And then it
like, all
made
the stuff's
sense.
in it. Yeah. I'm trying to think something else that was in it. Yeah, there was like other dumb stuff. And they asked advice from Kevin Feige from Marvel. You know, he sent like back like pages of notes on like things to fix. And they didn't fix any of it.
Oh my God. That actually annoys me. Like they went to someone for help that they didn't use.
He was like, cut out the first 20 minutes where it has nothing to do with the rest of the movie. And like, yeah.
That's actually really sad. I'm sorry, Andrew Garfield. I know you wanted it to be good, but
I know, that's so sad.
Yeah. Man. Anyway, moment of silence for our fallen Spider-Mans.
Andy Garf.
Andy Garf. Where were we again in the comic? Do you want to just pick up
robbing a bank?
Yeah.
Aunt May still dying.
Aunt May still dying, and we get Electro's backstory now. Hey.
Oh yeah. Wait, where's that?
It's page 7.
Okay.
Yes.
So after Electro robs a bank. Wait, page 7.
Oh no, never mind. Fuck. Sorry.
I was like, I can't see it.
Never mind. I'm sorry. Okay.
Oh no, here we go. Electro robs a bank, and J. Jonah Jameson sees him like climbing up a wall, and he's like, "Oh, it must be Spider-Man."
Yeah, it's so stupid. Oh my God. He's like, fake fucking news. Like Spider-Man and Electro are the same person. And he prints it. Yeah.
Yeah, and everyone believes it.
Yeah, they're like, oh, it can't be true, but it must.
Can't believe everything you read on the internet.
Yeah. It's because no one can see us. I can't see the facial expressions we're making. We need to
start recording these.
Yeah, we do. Hey. I know we already...
green screen background.
Yeah.
Yes. Graphics that pop up.
Oh my God, have just the panel blown up behind us that we're talking about?
Pixelated.
Yes, that would be so funny.
We'll edit it like those little videos in Spider-Man Homecoming.
Yes.
Those little news broadcasts.
Yeah, the
That was the best bit of that movie.
Yeah, it was.
Because it's such like modern humor. Like I wasn't expecting. From
Yeah.
it. Like I feel like those kids actually like just edited those. Like they got them to.
Oh
do it.
yeah, like no, they were actually so funny. I remember I watched Homecoming. I watched Homecoming the other day with my brother, and we were like pissing ourselves at those.
Yeah.
They're actually so fucking like cooked. They are so cooked.
Like I couldn't believe they'd like put like
them
that
in a movie. Yeah. Like and a big like trip.
Actual memes.
Yeah, literal memes. Yeah. Yeah, they definitely got them to like edit them because like no executive would edit that and like do it like that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, like the fact that there's like snap zooms and like the green screen disappears for like a second.
Yeah, and the fact they're so deadpan too.
Comic
Like,
Sans.
yeah. Oh, it's so good. I really want to do something like that. Like, it'd be so funny. We should do something like that.
Let's do it. We'll do a promotion for the next podcast. Episode.
Yes, and like do it like yeah. Anyway.
We'll get there.
Yeah. I like how when Spider-Man gets caught in the rain, he fucking wrings his clothes out and hangs them up in his room. That's like before what we were talking about, but I just wanted to point that out because I found that funny.
He's just hanging them in his room and all he's put down is like some newspapers.
Yeah. And he's like, oh.
Newspapers doesn't stop water.
No, it doesn't. If anything, it makes it worse because it gets all soggy and the ink leaks. And this motherfucker's like, oops, better close my window. Like,
don't you open up the
window.
The antidote.
Okay, what are we up to now? Oh yeah,
Jameson wants a picture of. Oh, he wants proof that Electro is Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's right.
Because Peter's like, oh, I need that money for Aunt May's death.
She needs surgery, by the way. Can we just talk about this? She's that sick that she needs fucking surgery. Oh my god. Anyway, continue. Sorry.
Then Spidey goes to. He swings around for hours and hours until he eventually finds Electro just chilling out on a roof. Oh, I know. What's he doing? He's trying to get like electricity from somewhere.
Yeah, and he's like robbing places too. On a roof? What? This doesn't make sense. Anyway, I'm confused.
They have a bit of a punch on because in typical Spider-Man story structure, he has to lose instantly the first time.
Of course, like that's what always happens.
He gets zapped.
Yeah, he touches him and gets fucking electrocuted.
Oh, I didn't think Electro would be zappy.
Yeah. Oh, never guessed it by his mask.
And then Peter gives him gives Jameson fake proof that Spider-Man is Electro.
He's very ashamed of himself. Yes.
And he's like, I can't believe I'm what do you call it? What do you call it when like someone's like faking something?
A faker. I don't know.
I'm
a fabricator. I don't know what you want me to say, Mike.
I can't think of the word. But he feels really bad about about faking the photo.
Yeah, he does. But he needs some money for Aunt May's open heart surgery. It's not open heart surgery, but yep. Anyway, backstory, Electro.
Here we go.
This is fun.
So there's Max Dillon. He's an electrician. And there's some guy that's having trouble like on one of the electrical posts. Is that what they're called?
Pretty sure he's getting electrocuted up there. Like
he's getting
power lines.
Oh, power lines. Yeah. Electrical posts. He's on one of the power lines. And he's like, that guy's in danger, please help him. And this guy dying in the background.
And this motherfucker's like,
he's like,
no, I'm gonna just smoke a ciggy. And then he's like, I'll pay you. He's like, okay.
So he lets old mate down. I think he died.
Yeah, he looks fucking dead in that panel. Like, look at him. He's limp.
Yeah. God. And then lightning happens to strike him while he's touching the
power line.
I forgot what they're called.
Oh my god.
We see these every day.
Yeah, literally.
And it gives him electricity powers.
Wow.
It's somehow more stupid than The Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah. Like, the Amazing Spider-Man, in case you haven't seen it, he falls into a vat of fucking electric eels.
But at least it was like an experiment thing.
Yeah, at least it was that, yeah.
Experimenting with like cross-species genetics.
And like organic like material and
stuff. That's when
stuff.
he just got struck by lightning.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if you got struck by lightning, if you were holding a power line, you'd fucking die.
But their explanation is it cancelled out because
Because he was touching the power line.
Yeah, he's touching 2 power lines at once or something.
Oh my god, I hate that. I hate that so
The
much.
science on this is so sound. You can't.
Do you reckon like some
impenetrable.
kid probably like fucking went up a power line, like held it until he got struck by electricity?
That's how we see those like memes of people like
dying,
falling from
yeah.
power lines.
You know what I'm talking about if you've seen the meme. All right, let's continue. After the backstory, what happens? Aunt May has successful surgery. Hooray.
Oh, we skipped to that.
Yeah. Is there anything interesting in between that? Like,
Nope.
honestly, yep.
Wait, no, something happens in jail.
Oh yeah, what the hell? Yeah, I actually didn't understand this while I was
didn't get
reading
this
it.
either.
He's
I
for some reason in prison now. Like trying
He
to
sneaks into jail to get like prisoners, I think.
Yeah. I love this.
I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't understand this. I'm so mad. Like,
I just let it slide when I read it the first
Yeah,
time. I
me
thought you'd
too.
understand what happened.
yeah, same. I actually did the same thing. I was like, yeah, Mike will understand, but I also don't understand why he's in prison.
Yeah, so Electro snuck into prison for some reason.
Yep.
And now everyone's crowded around the prison, like waiting to see what happens.
And then it instantly cuts to Peter Parker in hospital with Aunt May.
Peter Parker in hospital.
Yeah. No, I meant, oh God. Never mind. I love this panel. It's so noir.
Oh, that one's cool.
Yeah.
But then Jameson's waiting outside and he's like, Spider-Man's not here. That means he is Electro.
Obviously. Oh, yeah, now there's a prison riot? What the fuck's going on?
We're going to start needing to get the listeners to explain these comics
To us, yeah, exactly. We need a guest to, like, come and tell us what the fuck's going on.
Just to let you know, we read these, like, really quickly, like, just before we started this, because we were a bit behind.
Yep. Oh my God, look at how Aunt May looks. There's a panel where Peter Parker, I guess what's it, page 14, is holding Aunt May's hand, and she looks fucking dead. Like,
She looks like Uncle Ben.
She does, hey. Miss Keisha?
Not 'cause she's
Miss
dead.
Keisha? Oh my fucking God, she fucking dead. Anyway, yeah, do you wanna continue? Sorry?
Okay, then Betty comes to visit. Betty Spaghetti.
Betty Spaghetti. There's a lot left in this one. Anyway,
There is
sorry.
too.
We'll just basically... Oh, yeah. So the way that Spider-Man defeats Electro, he puts on fucking rubber shoes and gloves.
Oh, yeah, and just punches him.
And punches him. Yep. And that's science, by the way. I remember reading all this and being like, okay, they're in a prison. And like, oh, yeah, he has a gun again.
I was about to say.
Yeah.
He just pulls out a gun.
Yeah, like halfway through the fight, he pulls out a fucking gun. It's like, oh.
He has electricity powers.
And he pulls out a gun.
His last resort idea is just to pull out a gun.
Oh. And then, like, he tries to electrocute Spider-Man. He has his, like, gloved hands. He's like, no. He, like, blocks the electricity. It's like, it like, curves back away from it. It's so funny.
I hope this is a thing in all the rest of them where, like, the villain just pulls out a gun.
Yeah, like, as their last resort. Yeah.
Venom pulls out a gun.
Eddie Brock. Oh, my God. That would make my life. Oh, did you know Venom 2 is actually getting set in Syria?
No.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the Venom 2 is actually coming out in a few years. It's set in Syria.
I don't believe you.
No, it is.
I don't believe you.
Okay. You just wait then.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah, okay. Well, you will see it, so...
We'll do a commentary in the cinema.
Yeah, in the cinema while everyone's in there, like, boo!
We'll see it when it's empty.
Yeah. This bitch empty. Yeet.
How do you yeet a theater?
No, you yeet... Okay, yeah, never mind. You yeet your popcorn. No, don't do that. It's a waste
you
of
eat
money.
your popcorn.
Anyway.
This podcast has derailed significantly since the first episode.
Yeah, exactly.
And we thought the first episode was bad.
Yeah, look, you are in for a treat.
We've already lost it. We're
We have lost it, dude.
going to retire next week.
Yeah, honestly. We have to do the
At
rest.
this rate.
The rest of the next podcast will be the rest of the Spider-Man comics, all 700.
We just review the cover.
Of each one. That would be so funny.
Looks nice.
Looks interesting. What's happening now in this fucking comic, honestly? I don't really know. He defeats Electro. And then there's like 5 more, no, 2 more
I like
pages,
this
never
bit.
mind.
This bit's funny. Where he unmasks him and he's like, well, if this was a movie, I'd gasp in shock and say, oh, good heavens.
The
But he's
butler.
like, I've never seen this fucking guy before. I
Yeah.
don't know who this is.
Yeah, right.
And then Spider-Man hands in those pictures. And J.
he's
Jonah Jameson's so
redeemed.
shook because he was wrong.
Yes. He's actually so shook, yeah. Look at that. And fucking Peter Parker in the background looking like a fucking chump.
Look how evil he looks here. On the bottom of page 21. He's like 14.
Yuck. He looks so
He's like,
scary.
I'm robbing him. I'll make a fortune with these pictures. He says, he says, but I deserve it.
Oh my god, my back hurts from this chair. Anyway, I reckon Peter Parker looks really handsome in this panel.
Yeah, I was going to say, what happened just then?
Like, in the last page, he's like in the top right.
I didn't realize he had blue eyes until just then.
Yeah, he actually has facial features in
Or was it
this.
because his glasses got knocked off?
He suddenly got blue eyes.
Well, now we can see his eyes better because they probably just drew like the Millhouse like dots.
Yeah, true. That's actually right. Because I remember thinking I hated how he looked with his glasses on all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just remember there's a line in the first Spider-Man movie where he takes off his glasses and Mary Jane's like, blue eyes. I didn't notice without your glasses.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Maybe that's what this is. That was a reference.
Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. So, yeah, this ends with Betty and Peter Parker having like a fight for like 4 panels and then them making up in the last panel. So
But
there
we
you go.
don't see them make up. They just
kind of walk off and
they tell us it happens.
Yeah. And that's it. Yay.
Okay, should we talk about the spider's web?
I haven't read any of them, to
Me
be
either,
honest.
so-
Do you want to just skip it this week? Or oh my god, why are we so... We
podcast.
promised it. Okay, we'll just talk about the ones in this one because it's just up. So,
Okay, the spider's web on issue 8?
9.
9. Oh yeah, we did 9.
Oh yeah, they're talking about Steve Kirby's art in one of them. So there's a letter.
Steve Kirby.
Oh, what?
Jack Kirby.
Jack Kirby, sorry.
Jacob
No, because
Kurtzberg.
I see Steve and then I saw Kirby, so I immediately read Steve Kirby. No, Steve Ditko, Jack Kirby, sorry. They're talking about never mind. I'm Poindexter. That was so funny.
I feel like there's like 10 minutes of usable of audio in this.
Yeah, in this whole podcast.
If you guys are wondering why this episode's so short,
Yeah. Oh.
we cut out like half of it.
Yeah. More than
did we?
half. You'll never know.
Well, they will. Because there'll be 10 minutes of silence.
Yeah. There's really nothing here to read about. So do you want to just like...
Well, that's the death of that segment.
we just killed it.
We're never doing it again.
We have too much to talk about anyway. So, read it for yourself.
What's going on? What was your favorite comic this week?
That's a good question, actually. I definitely, I don't know. I really liked like certain parts in a few of them.
Yeah. I didn't mind the start of issue 8 where like he punches on with Flash Thompson.
Before the whole Fantastic Four thing.
Yeah, and before the robot.
Yeah, and before the robot
was really
too.
boring.
Yeah, that was so boring. But I have to say, probably, I don't know. I really like the lizard one, actually.
Yeah, same. High five
yeah.
from all the way over there.
Wait. Yay.
That was a fake high five.
No, it wasn't.
No, it was.
Okay.
We don't misdirect people on this podcast.
Oh yeah, that's right. No misdirection at all.
So yeah, my favorite was issue 6 as well, because it's the only one where the villain isn't just
just a bad
a
guy.
crazy man that wants to rob banks.
Yeah, like
he actually
got
was a
redeemed.
fleshed out character that had a family and motivation, even though he just wanted to turn everyone into lizards. But that's okay, because this is a stupid comic from the 60s and not a multi-million-dollar
movie
film from 2012
Literally.
with 4 screenwriters on it.
Oh my god. And
And
like
that's what they came up with.
yeah.
I reckon all they did, this is what they did when they wrote the Amazing Spider-Man movie. They read like the first 5 issues of Ultimate Spider-Man, and then they read the Lizard issue
Of the Amazing Spider-Man. They were like, it's perfect.
Yep.
Let's mash those together.
And then they searched, what do kids like these days?
Yeah, literally Googled it.
Skateboarding?
They
Yep.
didn't even ask kids, they just Googled it. Yep.
That's why he skateboards in that one for some reason.
Yeah, to like in like a dilapidated construction site too.
In a Coldplay montage.
Yes. Oh my god. That movie is like a piece of work on its own, man.
What's
Anyway.
the song that plays? I know it's a Coldplay song.
Yeah, and it's a generic Coldplay song. Like, what do you want me to say?
It's not one of their catchy ones. It's
Yeah.
not
Wow, that was savage.
Forgets every Coldplay song.
Yeah, immediately.
I'm thinking of the names, but I don't know how they go. And it was
I
all
will
yellow.
try to fix you.
Nobody said
It was
yellow.
easy. Venom.
That's all getting cut out.
All right. Yep. That's good.
Coldplay talk.
Yay.
Join us next week for Coldplay talk.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, that was so fucked. Please cut that.
Now it's time for the famous hate mail segment.
Oh my god, yeah, we got some hate mail, guys.
We got one.
We got one.
It's from our friend. It's not even hate mail.
Yeah.
It's from Patrick.
Patrick Mahon.
And it just says, from the editor of Roommates short film.
That's it.
That's it. There wasn't anything to it.
There was no criticisms. That's just really disappointing. You know what, Patrick Mahon? Send some fucking good fan mail or hate mail. Either. Put some content into that. We put content and effort into this, so you can do the same.
And if you want to send us hate mail too, you can find us at peterpalmerpod@gmail.com or on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook
At Peter Palmer Pod.
Anything else you want to plug? Your own social medias and stuff?
Not yet.
Nope. Well, I have something to plug. If you want some juicy video essays, I'm going to be doing one on Spider-Man 3 very soon.
You.
On my YouTube channel called Movies or Whatever. I haven't posted a video on there in ages, but
Good
I'm going to
spicy
start,
content on there, guys.
I'm going to start posting more. There was a Venom review, but I've deleted it. And
why'd you
also-
delete it?
Oh, it's unlisted.
Okay. I was gonna say, I like that video.
And my other YouTube channel, Mike Holloway Films, where I'm doing weekly vlog documentary things. And you can find a little behind the scenes stuff of our podcast on there too. There was a little snippet last week. There wasn't much. It was more you talking about it after the fact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes,
So is that the episode?
all right. Yes. Thank you for listening,
Is there anything
guys.
else we should talk about?
No.
No. Bye.
Bye. Oh my
That was
god.
bad.
What happened?